Being
Neat. Awesome. Modern technology. I'm still learning. I love it. This is great. So awesome. I just want to say hello and welcome. Give everyone a few minutes on Facebook to click in, click on, and just enjoy the book launch with us here. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Lisa Cajano. I am the author of the Overcomer series and have recently just published 2 books on Amazon. Courtesy of my coach and coaches and friends and family who have so encouraged me to keep moving and to continue my story and write another one, do it again, keep going. Every time a friend hears me say something, they're like, Lisa, you need to write another book. You just got to write this down. So that's what I am currently in the process of doing. And we are just here to celebrate the fact that 2 of those books are published. They, again, are available to you via Amazon. And I want to introduce you to my friends who are able to join me here online through Zoom. Thank you very much, everyone, for taking time out of your busy schedule to come join us. I also want to introduce to you Cindy Lou. She is my co-partner in this book launch via live through Zoom into Facebook. So Cindy Lou, I'm going to let you take it over, and I so greatly appreciate you helping me in this process today.
Hey, hey. Welcome, everyone. If it looks a little strange, it's because it's 3:30 in the morning where I am. So I'm here in my living room with a little bit of light on, hoping that it's good enough. We're showing up and we're doing the thing and we're keeping going. So we absolutely want to say congratulations, huge congratulations to Lisa. And thank you very much. And we would love for those of you in the room here that have met Lisa, if you're willing to answer a few questions about how you met her, what it's meant to be, have her in your life, and if you've read her book, what were 1 or 2 takeaways from that book? So, is there anyone that's willing to go first? Go ahead and raise your hand. And there's a reactions thing where you can raise your hand. If not, I'm going to pick the person who's up. There we go. Fatima, go ahead and unmute.
Hello, gorgeous. Oh my God, here we are. Lisa Cajano. So I met Lisa a little over a year ago, and if there's anyone that can overcome anything and show us the way, this is the woman. Lisa inspires me, she touches me, and she moves me in how she shows up as a woman, as a mom, as a servant of God, and an overcomer. This is a woman that has touched me in all areas of my life. I feel like she is, a spiritual sister. And honestly, this book is long overdue. And this is, for you, Lisa, an acknowledgement of the legacy that you're leaving. And I have to tell you, I'm so proud of you in all the things that have happened this year and how the rug got pulled out from under you. Every time you tried to stand up, you were unstoppable. You were relentless. Your resilience and your tenacity shines. And this book is just a very, very tiny, tiny space in your life of the things that you've overcome. And I am so grateful to have you in my life, and well done.
Yay, thank you so much. And shall we have someone else go next? Raise your hand or I'll call on somebody. I can do it either way. Alrighty. Go right ahead. I see that hand.
Yes. So I just like to jump in after Fatima now and just say, I am so proud to also know Shayam, yes.
Okay.
So I'm very proud to also have known Lisa for just over a year. We started our different journeys together, and it's an amazing accomplishment for her to be where she is today. I can tell if courage and perseverance was a person, it would be Lisa. And I take a lot from her journey in just that no matter what comes your way, if you are determined to be successful and to make a success of something, you're going to do it, even if you get thrown so many hurdles. I don't know everything, but I know a lot to say that, Lisa, you definitely are the title of your books, The Overcomer. If anybody if anybody gets close to that, that's definitely you are that person. So congratulations, and I'm very, very proud to have seen this journey through, or be on this journey with you, and see how you progress to where you are now. Thank you.
Thank you, Shyam. Thank you very much. And next, do we have Janine or Amina?
Yes, I haven't read the book yet, but I'm very happy to have met Lisa. I'm very happy to be a student with her, and I can't wait to read that book. And I know a lot of people who are going through a lot, and I'm sure that kind of book will help them a lot. And she showed up every time, despite what happened in her life. And it was great to share all these moments with her. And I wanted to share that one as well. And it's why I am here today. I'm very happy to have met her.
Yay, thank you, thank you. Janine?
Hello, everyone. My name is Janine. Hello, Lisa. A huge congratulations to you. I'm so over the moon excited for you for this book launch. I have known you since a little bit over a year. And I don't know your whole story, but the parts of the story that I do know, they are so inspiring. And I have to give you a huge acknowledgement for showing up even when other people always would have an excuse. You are still showing up. And I just admire that about you. And I didn't read your book yet, but I'm looking so forward to reading it, and also to read the next books in the series that I know that will be coming up no matter what is going to happen in your life. And keep on doing your wonderful, beautiful work, because you are just an amazing lady, Lisa. So yeah, congratulations again. And I'm so excited to see you where you are today.
Thank you so much. And we have Fadia, Mary, Shahida, and John. Those are the 4 who have not gone yet. You do not have your cameras on, but if you wanted to either put your cameras on and go ahead and talk, or, yep, go ahead, John. Could you, if you've read the book, we'd love to hear a takeaway from the book. If you've not yet read the book, just tell us how long you've known Lisa and what does it mean to have her as a friend.
Oh, hey, good morning or afternoon, wherever you're at. I'm actually at work and took a break. Let me see if I can go hide for a minute. Hey, back in the back room. Hey, known Lisa probably
It is
what?
being live streamed, John.
I can't even count the years. I don't know. Maybe about 7 years. Time has gone by so fast since I met, actually, through my job that I'm working at. And what an amazing woman she is. I can't say enough about her to probably not make her blush. But I read the original book. I was quite touched by it. And of course, the latest release is kind of expanding on that, those memoirs or whatever, and in that book, and the books to follow that I hope to see within the next year or two are going to expand that too. And I actually bought it for my daughter, who's going through some pearls and strifes of her own. And I actually sent her both books, and she's enjoyed reading them and said that she actually could relate to some things, which is what it's all about. helping people help themselves. And that's great.
Awesome. Since you've read the books, who would you say would be best to send a book to? I know you sent them to your daughter, but what types of people do you think would be the ones that would get a lot out of the book?
Well, it's kind of hard to tell because there's a lot of people that are actually going through their own strifes and perils that we don't even know about. And honestly, when I first met Lisa, I had no idea. She always showed up with a smile here. She was always upbeat for the most part. I mean, yeah, we had some bad days, but you don't know what other people are going through. So it's kind of hard to answer that question. But if you do know people that are going through some strifes and perils, absolutely. I would get the book and recommend it. Uh-oh, now I'm getting kicked out.
Thanks, John.
No,
Thank you, John.
I'm just saying, I just need to find out where to.
Oh,
All righty.
all right.
Fadia or Shahida, and hopefully I'm saying these names right, or Mary Linda, do any of the three of you want to contribute to this? If not, okay. So Lisa, I have known you for, it feels like a long time now. What year was it? Okay, so Fadia must be in a place where she can't talk. So she says, Lisa is an amazing woman. I know Lisa for 8 months now. She's such an inspiration and definitely an overcomer. Irrespective of what's happening, she shows up. Super proud of your fine achievement. Love you lots. Yes, we could all use inspiration. That is so true. Lisa is brave. It's all about her helping people and such a great legacy. So good. Okay, so, Shahida, go right ahead.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're all well today. Please excuse me, I'm not going to put my video on just yet. It's late afternoon where I am in Zambia, but I really wanted to jump onto this book launch for Lisa, especially because Lisa is one of the ladies, all the ladies have welcomed me so much into the program that we are all in. And I wanted to wish Lisa all the best. And the title of the book really spoke to me, The Overcomer. And I think that says quite a bit. It sounds like she's a phenomenal lady and a very strong lady. And you're inspiring me, Lisa. So I wish you all the best with your book. I'm really excited for you. And I hope that we have a really, I hope to see many more books to come. So well done. And I'm so excited for you. Bye for now.
Awesome. Thank you. Mary Linda, if you can put something either in the chat or you can go ahead and unmute and share with us anything. And we've got one more that's in the process of joining. And while that's happening, what year did we meet, Miss Lisa?
2010, 9 or 10. I think it was 2010.
So 11 years. Yikes.
Yes.
And I remember when you came out to Arizona and you were passing through and you shifted from somebody who I knew from a convention to someone that I got to know as a friend and really a sister, because you and your 6 children, was it 5 at the time? 5 of them with you, I believe, moved in with my husband and I for a little while in our apartment in Arizona. And while we sat there, what did we do?
We wrote a book. you asked me questions and we wrote a book, and it was really interesting because you pretty much so know 99% of everything. And I was at a point in my life with the first book where I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. The feelings and emotions were everywhere. I mean, they were from one end of the spectrum to the other. And you helped me through the questions that you asked me to put it all on paper and get it out of me so that I would stop carrying it around, which is quite interesting because normally if I'm going through something, I'm a journaler anyway. But even through journaling, there were some deep emotions that I was not able to tap into until you asked me the questions that you had asked me. And I don't know if you remember or not, but when we first wrote that book, I was concerned because it was all bullet statements, in my humble opinion. And I was like, how are my bullet statements going to reach someone? How is this going to inspire someone? How is this going to encourage them? But in my experience, out of those who, because at first I did a self-publishing, I was not aware of this whole Amazon KDP stuff until I met my current coach, Fatima. And thank you, Fatima, for all of that. I greatly appreciate that. And being able to get it out there for the world to see. But for me, when I first wrote that very first book, it was more of a healing process for me. And it truly helped to heal all my anger, my frustrations, my who am I going to be now? How am I going to do this? Oh my gosh, I'm a single mom with 6 kids. What in the world am I going to do? I mean, just all those combinations of thoughts and feelings that were going through my head at that time. And every once in a while, I still pick up that first book if I'm experiencing something or something is going wild and crazy. And the reason I do that is to remind myself of where I was and where I am now and how far I truly have come. As people, we don't need any help, honestly, with people beating us up because we are our own worst critic. And so when I'm experiencing something and I'm in that spot for whatever reason and just beating myself up, sometimes I won't even purposely look for my book, but I'll be doing something else and I'll run across my book. And I'm like, maybe I should pick that up and read that again. And every time I do, it just reminds me where I was, where I started, how far I truly have come. Am I complete yet? Oh, heck no. I won't be complete until I'm done living my life. Life has a crazy adventure, and you helped me through that first book to get to that point of understanding how life is an adventure. And some of the things that we go through as an individual, we have the choice to use it as a crutch or an excuse to not move forward, or we could use it as a stepping stone. And I so greatly appreciate you helping me, teaching me, showing me how to use it as a stepping stone. I'm not sure thank you will ever be enough for you, Cindy Lou. Quite honestly, I'm not sure thank you will even be enough to Fatima, my current coach, and the Queens Inside Million Stars Academy, because there's just so much love and support through all of you that I truly don't believe that I've been able to do what I had done, because you loved me through my situations. Everything was still going on. Life was still happening. I was getting bows and arrows shot at me from every angle during this first book of the series, The Story of an Overcomer, that, I can laugh now, But I'm going to tell you, I was not laughing then. And the queens know there was multiple calls where I would be crying my eyes out for particular things to just be done and over with. And I just pray that through this series that I'm able to touch even just one person to show them that you have it in you. You were created for something more. And you truly can do anything you set your mind to. You just have to get those thoughts out of your head. And I just pray as they read through this series, as John said, this series is more of a history, more in detail. Whereas my first book was just get those thoughts and feelings out of my head. Just, I just want to be done with this. I just want to move on. And whenever I would hand out the book or someone would buy the book from me, the very first book after, doing the self-publishing through those office places, printing places, I'm like, oh, here's just, here's something to encourage you, just a light read. Because I had already lived it. It was a light read for me. And I can't tell you how many people have come back and said, that was not a light read, Lisa. I've also had people come up and tell me, Lisa, normally when I pick up a book, I read a little bit and then I put it down. And then I read a little bit and then I put it down. Your book, I could not put down. I had one gal through my Bible study, I had given it to as an encouragement for her because she was going through some stuff. And she's a talker. She just loves to talk. Her husband knows she loves to talk. And they took a road trip. She says, Lisa, my husband kept asking me if I was okay because I never said one word while we were driving to our destination. But that's what the book is for. If I make $1 million, great. If I don't, that's great too, because it's not what I'm after. I'm after a series that is going to lift people up. It's going to encourage them to move forward. If for some reason life is beating them down, I want them to have the courage to stand back up. And for those of you on this call or watching on Facebook, if you are inside Can Do University private group, there is a PDF copy of the very first book, The Overcomer. It is there for you to download and read for free. That is my gift to those who join inside Can Do University. So if for some reason, for someone watching today, if funds is an issue, just join Can Do University and get the free copy and download it and read it. Because again, for me, as Fatima said, this is my legacy I want to leave. This is for those who have whatever is going on in their life to help them overcome, move forward, and just continue living their life. But honestly, I'm also writing it for my children. Because I really, truly, for whatever reason, have never really shared my life before I had them. And so this is a way for them to read. And quite honestly, my oldest daughter, I was writing the first one here, The Story of an Overcomer, for the series. And she was reading through the introduction. And she's like, wow, Mom, we really did do all that, didn't we? We really did get to experience all of those things. But until you wrote it down, I really didn't realize what all we got to do. So again, for me, it's not about the money. It's about helping people. It's about leading them to who they were created to be, help them to overcome whatever their struggles may be. And it could be just as simple as, I don't know, pick anything. That they don't have a decent relationship with their parents, or their best friend for some reason is no longer talking to them, or, you know, just anything. It could be anything from the simplest to the most complex. And I just pray that this book and this series is helpful to them. And thank you so very much, Cindy Lou, for helping me with the first book. It was a very healing process. Thank you, Fatima, for pushing me even when I didn't want to be pushed. Thank you for believing in me when I didn't even believe in myself, and encouraging me to keep moving forward. I am so, so grateful to both of you for all that. I'm so thankful for the Queens for allowing me to be me inside of our meetings, allowing me to yell, scream, cry, jump for joy, celebrate, just every emotion that I've ever had during any of our meetings. And just thank you for the love and support from all of my friends, those who are able to join us here in the Zoom, those who are able to join us on Facebook. I so, so greatly appreciate you. Thank you, Cindy Lou, for helping me with this.
You're so welcome. I do have Razia who came in, and I didn't know if she wanted to say when she met you, what it means to have you in her life, and if she's read the book, any tips about the book.
I'm going to show someone how to utilize this. Give me just one moment.
Okay, so she's working on something in the background. And I'm not sure if Razia is there near her phone or near her computer, able to unmute and say anything, or if Mary Linda wanted to. I think those are the only two who haven't said anything. I would love to ask, when is the next book coming out?
Cindy Lou, the next book, actually, believe it or not, my coach next weekend is having an amazing retreat for those who have joined inside her academy, Million Stars Academy. So I may very well be completing my book next weekend. Who knows?
Very good.
And that's what I enjoy about working with Fatima, because she pushes you, but she pushes you in a loving way. I do know that Don Rydell wanted to speak, so I am going to.
Awesome. It looks like he's unmuted.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, can you hear me?
You are good, sir.
Okay.
Please carry on.
Sorry about that. I'm fairly technically challenged, but now let me try to move location since I seem to have a chorus in the background. I've known Lisa for over 10 years, and her books are just the tip of the iceberg. Lisa is a absolutely phenomenal and awesome person. She's a bit like an iceberg. The little bit you do see is nothing compared to what you don't see. As I said, she's such a powerful force of nature, both spiritually and emotionally. And she has this beauty about her and ability to see answers and solutions and ways of handling things that most of us don't have that gift. We tend to be overwhelmed and overcome. And she just is not. She works her way through it with the beauty and grace that if you know her, as I said, you just are in awe and so inspired. And her books reflect that. As I said, I was one of the ones, I've known her for over a decade, that pushed her to do the books. Fatima, you did a lot better job because she didn't do it until she met you. So as I said, your coaching is obviously much better than mine. But the books are for anybody. The books are for whether you have something going on or don't have something going on. It's a story of hope. It's a story of change. It's a story of emotion. And it's a story of somebody living and overcoming life. Now, she's had it a lot worse than most. And as I said, so she's had to overcome a lot more than most. But as I said, to not have read the book, to not have interacted with Lisa and seen some of the ways that she handles things and the way that she aspires to her own greatness. As I said, she doesn't even realize how wonderful and how awesome she actually is. So with that, as I said, everybody needs to read the book, pass it on to anybody that you can that could use some inspiration. And Lisa, best of luck on the launch, and press forward and Godspeed. And thank you for sharing all that you share with all of us.
You can
I'm done.
respond, Lisa.
Thank you so very much. I so greatly appreciate that very, very much. And he has known me. Actually, he's known me for 13 years. I met Don through, I was very active as a homeschooling parent. I was very active in the library, taking my kids to the library, being involved in their summer reading programs and things of that nature. And the very last year before I hit the road, we went through that program, and my oldest son, my second child, had won the grand prize of getting a free ride in an Aero Club airplane. And that's where we met. And
That's awesome.
Him, as being the manager, was able to orchestrate it, because the gal who ran the library, she was like, okay, we have this really awesome, family who won, but there's 6 children. And he was like, oh, no problem. We'll just take more flights. So he orchestrated it and arranged it so that each of my children could go up in an Aero Club airplane and just take a look around the panhandle of Florida. So it was awesome and amazing. And when I hit the road, he gave me his phone number and he said, if you have any problems whatsoever, just call me. Well, you'll read more in the upcoming books, but basically my van would no longer tow my travel trailer. I'm on a 2-lane highway. It's like 55 or 60 miles an hour. I'm doing 35, and people are getting so mad because they can't pass me because the traffic is so bad. So I pull off at the first available spot. I call him up and I said, hi, do you remember me? And he goes, yeah, how are things going? I said, well, not too bad, but I need a favor. Could you come haul my travel trailer for me, please? To which he says, I have good news, bad news. And I'm going to leave it at that. And you guys can read the rest when it comes up in the book series. But we have been friends ever since. And he, again, Fatima, he wanted me to write the book and write the book and write the book. And just life, I just kept letting life get in the way. So I appreciate you teaching me how to kick life to the curb while I accomplished the task.
Fatima, I'd love to give you a little more space to just speak into Lisa's life.
Yeah, sure. Lisa's sharing about her breakdown and her son winning this thing. And I always giggle when families of 4 or 5 or 6 win things, because Disney only gives like prizes for families with 2 kids. Okay. If you ever going to like do one of those, have you seen that, Lisa? You know what I'm talking about, right, girl? Like Disney, you win 2 parents, mom and dad with 2 kids. And I'm like, what am I going to do with the rest of this bunch, right? And it's like really awesome that Dawn could step up and make this happen for you and 6 kids. Like, I just want to say huge kudos for anyone that's willing to do this, for all of us popping babies out like rabbits, okay? Because we were doing that, Lisa and I, and women on this show. So, and it's just like, this is, God made them come through us, and here they are. So what are we going to do? And I just love Lisa's stories and the stuff that she's done with her, you know, her trailer and her car, and she just took to the road. And what really stands out for me when it comes to you, Lisa, is that you are just an ordinary woman. Okay, there's nothing special about you, and then there's everything special about you. And there are women watching this right now on Facebook, or who are going to watch this later on, and they're looking at you and saying, well, she's really special and she did it, but I don't know if I can. And the truth is, you're just an ordinary woman. Everyone here watching is just an ordinary person. And then you decided to do an extraordinary thing. And now you have a legacy, 2 books, and the series will continue. And you took the bull by its horns and you did it. You know, you were put in a situation, an ordinary woman, and then suddenly you're single with 6 kids. Well, 5, and then you were pregnant. And then you took that situation and you did an extraordinary thing. And every step of the way, you're an ordinary woman to do an extraordinary thing and saying, I'm not going to let my circumstances be the thing that will judge me, or where I'm going to make a decision from this. I am going to do the best I can for my children and my life. And you did that again with your book. In every step of the way, you've taken and you've made an extraordinary decision. And you know what that makes you? An extraordinary human. Really. I want you to really just get that. I want to acknowledge you for the extraordinary life that you've lived, and being an incredible human, taking your children, keeping them safe, and making decisions that will change the trajectory of your children's lives. And now you've written 2 books in the series to help us ordinary women take an extraordinary step, because your book is going to change lives even after you make a transition to the next realm of this experience called life. Really, really huge hug and acknowledgement to you, my lady. You know, it takes an extraordinary, special human to do what you've done. Thank you. And thank you for shining your light so bright, so you give us permission to shine.
Thank you, Fatima. I left my tissues in the bathroom.
What? That was the first thing you're supposed to get when you're
I
getting an
totally forgot.
Oscar. When you're getting your Oscar and Academy Award, isn't that the first thing you're supposed to get is tissues?
Yes, I left mine in the bathroom, but that's okay. No, seriously, thank you. And I've had multiple people that have, I don't want to say put me on a pedestal, but made me feel like I was on a pedestal. And I honestly don't think I've done, the only thing that I find myself that I've done different from someone else is that you ask and then thou shalt receive.
Ta-da! Manifestation. You should go buy a lottery ticket or do
I
something
know, right?
cool today.
Exactly. But there's a lot of times where I'll be having a conversation with someone and I don't, there's a lot of times where I don't truly see what it is that I have done. Because like you said, I am just an ordinary person. I just made different choices than some others would have made. And I want to encourage them to step out of their comfort zone.
If those people who are watching this right now would really know the difficulties you went through, they would realize that their lives are actually quite peachy. Okay? And so you took something bad and became an alchemist and turned it into something good. Like a magician, you were looking for the faith and you looked towards your creator and you stepped into faith. But you know what is the most extraordinary thing about you, my lady? Is your humbleness. You raised 6 powerful kids on your own. You did this alone. You fell to the bottom of the pit and you were hurt and broken and completely cut up. And here you are helping another woman through your story. And you're so humble about that. And that is what makes you incredible. You don't look at it and saying, I've accomplished anything. You're like, I'm just, I just did one thing. I just did one thing. I just did one thing. And that's what makes a great life. One great moment at a time, one great decision at a time.
I am just living life.
Yeah. And you're such an extraordinary example for anyone else out there. I think Cindy Lou might have fallen off or something. I don't know. But that's technology.
Yeah, actually, she had to go. She has another commitment. So, but I personally want to say thank you to everyone greatly for coming on and supporting me during this time. I want to thank those who encouraged me to write the book in the first place. I want to also thank those who would allow me to vent, to be myself, to laugh with me, to cry with me, to just support me when I needed it most. And also again to Cindy Lou and you, Fatima, for kicking me in my booty when I needed it too.
Anytime.
Yes.
I'm still here, girl.
Yes.
I got bigger boots for you.
You bought a bigger size just for me. But yes, the support and everything. And I am so thankful. How do you explain to others that people come in and out of their lives every day? Some are meant to stay. Some are meant to just pass by. And others are meant to stay and go. But there's always something you can learn from those people who come into your life. And I still call it a fluke chance of meeting. And the fact that I made the choice to join you inside of Million Stars Academy and be able to grow through your program and write this second book and get them both published at the same time. And like you said, I was going through life. Everybody's going through life. And if I may be so bold and blunt, life sucks.
Yes, I know. I don't know why kids get the memo like life is supposed to be fair. Hello.
Life is all but fair, but we have the choice. And I just want to encourage those who are watching, listening, catching the replay to just keep on keeping on. Just do it. And prayerfully, your life will be blessed with people like I have here that are in my life, and may they come into your life as well and just encourage you as you go through this crazy thing called life. And yes, life sucks.
Lisa, I want to read to you some of the comments that are coming through on Facebook. May I?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you've got so many comments. Oh my God. Faiza says, you have such a big heart, Lisa. Hadia says, Dawn and Fatima, you encapsulate who she is so well. So does MC. Kathy Johnson Navarro. Oh my God, Dawn, your words about Lisa are amazing. I'm trying to find, where are all the rest of the comments? What do I need to do to find the rest of the comments here? I'm clicking on comments. So weird.
You want to know something funny?
What?
I didn't just forget the tissues this morning.
What else did you forget besides the tissues?
I might be live on Facebook, but I totally forgot to hit the record button.
That's okay. I'm going to show you what to do on Facebook. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you, babes. I got you. Okay. How do I actually get here so I can have it all on the recording so you can actually see? Everybody. Yeah, I'm going to turn this off. Oh, here we go. Okay, I found it. And then Michelle Scott, she's like, I've known Lisa for a couple of months, and she's, where do we start? Such a loving lady, easy to connect with. She supports, and yes, has a smile on her face. Definitely want to read it. I love stories. Michelle Scott, Lisa looking beautiful. Oh, wow, writing down is key. Looking gorgeous, Lisa, truly an overcomer. I tell you, you have to read this, okay? I cannot wait to read your book,
I
says
will.
Nadia. I've known you just for 4 months, and the inspiration and perseverance you have is phenomenal. I appreciate being in a small part of your journey. Razan, you go, Lisa. I like your energy. You deserve everything you have. Oh my God, I'll tell you, people love you, Lisa. If there's anything you want to get, people love you so much. You are such an inspiration.
And thank you, everyone, very, very much.
Yeah, yeah. And I know Cindy is putting the link, which is really, really fantastic. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to copy and paste all the comments in the chat, so you have that as well.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if Mary, Rezia, or Fariha want to say anything, but feel free to unmute yourself and say something to Lisa about her book or what you know about her.
In modern technology, oh my gosh, you know how much that I've struggled with this thing for the last year.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You are so loved, and you know what you've accomplished is so incredible. And I'm so glad that we're doing this to celebrate. I'm going to actually take Cindy Lou's link here, and I'm going to put it inside of the Facebook. So that way people watching on Facebook can also have your link and they can buy your book.
And looky there, we gave you another idea for another class to teach inside Million Stars Academy.
There you go. I know. I know. Absolutely.
I love it.
We're always learning. We're always learning.
Yes, yes. Your program has, the biggest thing I've gotten out of Million Stars Academy and from you personally is how to celebrate and to remember to celebrate. And I'm not sure exactly what we have planned for this weekend as a family to celebrate, but we are definitely celebrating this book launch.
It must include lots of food. That's all I
As
say.
always.
Yeah.
As always.
Okay. Must include a lot of food.
I don't know. We may go to our local hangout restaurant and just, party away. I don't know, but we're going to do something.
Yeah. But you bring up an important thing. A lot of powerful women and moms, we're so busy like getting the next thing done. It's like, okay, that's done. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And yeah, we forget to smell the roses, smell the coffee, and celebrate even the tiny, small successes, right? Like somebody who doesn't want to eat chips anymore. If you just stop one day, you should celebrate, right? If you are in a coaching program and you did one thing, celebrate that, because then your psyche remembers to celebrate. Yeah. And I'm really glad you stopped to do this, Lisa, right? Because you're like, okay, that book's done. Let's go on to number 3.
I was. And you were like, no. You need to celebrate this. You need to do something to celebrate this and share this with others. And I'm like, okay, well, what do I do?
Yeah.
And then everybody inside the academy, when we had our meetings, oh, just have a launch. It's called a book launch. Have a book launch. I'm like, what the heck is a book launch? And then Faiza had hers like a week or so later. So Cindy Lou helped me stay awake so that I could be inside of Facebook with Faiza while she had her book launch, just because of the time difference and change. But it was amazing. I learned so much from everyone. And it is just, I love it. I would not change
And that's
anything.
what the universe does. If you ask the right question, all the answers are going to start coming, right? If you
Yes.
ask a not so right question or something, you're going to get all the other answers. And you ask like, how do I do that? Bang, everything starts coming towards you. And look,
Exactly.
we're in a book launch right now,
And we are.
and
I'm
we're
so
celebrating
thankful.
you.
I'm so thankful for everyone who is able to join and watch and tune in. And just like I said, inspire me along the way. And thank you, Kathy, for showing up, because this last year has been crazy. I would relate it to almost as crazy as when I became a single parent. And Kathy was also the one with Dawn who kept pushing me. You need to do this. You need to do this. You need to write another story. You've got to write that down, is what she would tell me every time I would see her when I was out and about. She's like, you really do. You need to write this down, Lisa. No one is going to believe this
Wow.
until you write it down. And
Wow.
so that's where the idea originally came from, on a book series. And then, if I recall correctly, it was during one of our office hour meetings where I discussed it. And you were like, yes, you must do that. You must do that. And so, through all the trials and tribulations, but I got it done. I got it done.
Lisa, who have you become as a human being, as a contribution to the world, now that you are a 2 times published author?
Wow. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, you need, first of all, you need to change all of your titles on all your social media,
I
right?
do.
2 times published author.
I do.
And when you think about the
wow.
world as like a contribution, you as a mom, a leader, a servant to God, who are you becoming? Who have you become in the process?
Honestly, I'm learning to find me. Most of my life, I've always been known as someone else. I've always been known as so-and-so's wife. I was known as so-and-so's mom. I was known as, Lisa's the one over here. She's in charge of this activity at the church. Lisa, the U-Haul dealer. And quite honestly, I think that was the turning point for me, is when Don pushed me in a loving way. It was so crazy. And he just basically, he's like, okay, we're going to open up a U-Haul dealership and we're going to go talk to so-and-so. I want you to tag along. I'm like, okay, no problem. And then at the very end of the meeting, talking to the person that's in charge of starting dealerships, he's like, okay, who's going to be running the office? And Don turns around and looks at me and says, so what are you doing on Monday morning? And I looked at him and went, I guess I'm running a U-Haul dealership. But that, quite honestly, was a big another turning point for me in learning who I was again and finding myself again. And quite honestly, it's been a joy of a ride. I'm not quite there yet. I'm still learning who I am, what I like, what I enjoy. Through your coaching, I started journaling down, because I told you, every time we go out to eat, every time we go somewhere, I always order the turkey burger. I never order anything else. You're like, Lisa, look at the menu and order something different every time. Keep a journal on what you like and what you don't like. And I'm actually finding that I enjoy quinoa much better than rice.
Wow.
But anyway, it's through people like you and like Dawn and even John and Cindy Lou, people who encourage me and ask me to experience other things and step outside of my comfort zone. And I hope and pray that life has not beaten down so many people that they don't know how to do that. And if they don't know how to do that, I pray that this book series will encourage them to step outside of their comfort zone and truly become who they were created to be.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Wow. And who are you as a writer, now that 2 books are out, when you look at your process, right? Like you had said something like, I was looking at the first book and it was bullet points. Now the Overcomer series, the second one, is out. How are you, your own evolution as a writer?
Well, first and foremost, I'm actually finding that I enjoy writing.
Yeah.
I enjoy creating.
Wow.
I really do enjoy writing and creating. And that was something that, quite honestly, I had not touched since probably high school. And Cindy Lou knows this. I shared it with her that when I was in high school, I was not writing things of this nature. I was on the wrong side of the book. and was often told I needed to publish those, but I never did, because I did not feel that that would, as I look back now anyway, I can see that my heart knew that that was not going to help anyone. That would probably add to the difficulties that they may be experiencing in their life. And one day I actually just burned all those, because I did not want to go down that path. I did not want to be known as that kind of an author. I want to be known as the author who inspires and encourages and motivates others. I want to teach people that they can do it too, no matter what it is. It could be a change in their career. It could be prayerfully not as trauma as mine was, as becoming a single parent, but I still want those to know that even if that happens to them, that they can still do it. Changing careers, changing friends, stepping outside of your comfort zone, hiring a coach like I've been doing on and off for the last 5 years or so. And I say this from my heart, that you truly are thus far the best coach I've had. Like I said, you pushed me when I needed it, but you pushed me in a loving way. You encouraged me. Yet when I needed to cry my eyes out or vent, you allowed me to do that. And for anyone out there listening, may you be blessed with someone, coach or personal friend. And if you don't have a personal friend that'll do it for you, hire a coach, someone who will let you vent and get it off your chest. Because if we vent to the wrong people, you are going to give someone a prejudging attitude towards whoever it is you are venting about. And that's not healthy. It's not.
Sometimes we vent to the wrong people who use it as ammunition against us.
Yes. And that is
Yeah.
so not healthy. So
Yeah.
not healthy at all.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed realizing how much I enjoy writing and creating. I really do. It's been an awesome ride. I love it.
I want to read you a couple of more comments here. Zarina says, can't wait to read the series. And Hadia has got the best comment of all. She goes, party on, Lisa. We're in lockdown, so go for it, girl. Okay, that should wrap up this whole thing. She's like, we're in lockdown. You party for all of us.
I will do that. I will definitely do that. And Hadia, keep bringing us to the table. I love it. I love every meeting with the table. I love it. It is just so that's where true families.
Life happens at the dinner table, right?
Yes, it does. Very much so.
Thank you for including us in this celebration, Lisa.
Oh, thank you for coming and celebrating with me. And thank you for teaching me to remember to celebrate. I so greatly appreciate it. Very much. But I told everybody I would only keep it at an hour. We are at the hour. So I am just going to send hugs and loves and thank yous to everyone via Zoom and Facebook. Thank you so very much for taking time out of your day to be here and celebrate with us. For those of you here inside the Zoom, as I finish the Facebook streaming live, if you want to hang out for a little while, please do so. I'm not going to kick you off. And then we could chat and y'all could teach me the technology stuff that I may have missed along the way. I so can't believe I forgot to hit the record, but that's okay. I'm celebrating and we're having fun doing it. So, but I love each and every one of you. And again, I'm just going to sign off of Facebook. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day.